So, today I have two teachers with me and several students that are going to talk about best practice in using video conferencing. And I'm going to go ahead and let them introduce themselves. I think we're going to go to Mr. Sparks at Skyview in Kenai, Alaska. So go ahead, Mr. Sparks.
Hello, this is Rob Sparks. I'm a world history teacher, high school teacher here on the Kenai Peninsula in Alaska. I have two students with me today. I'll let them introduce themselves.
I'm Morgan Webb. I'm a sophomore at Skyview High School.
And I'm Brenner Musgrave, and I am also a sophomore at Skyview High School.
And we also have a student over at Kenai Central High School. I'll let him introduce himself.
Hi, my name is Nathan Zorbas.
All right. And we just want to share a few of our stories today. The thing I'd like to share is that when we first got into video conferencing, I was not very computer literate, and I was not real big on a lot of the technology that was coming along in the schools and that. But I had some friends that were very good with computers, particularly Mr. Zorbas, who used to teach with me here at Skyview, and we did a lot of collaborating together, and that fell apart when Mr. Zorbas moved to a different high school. Then we found out a few years later we had the ability to connect using some video conferencing equipment in our schools that nobody else was really using. And while I was a little bit hesitant at first, Mr. Zorbas really encouraged us to use whatever we could to be able to do this. So we went and dusted off the old machines, plugged them in, and it was simple. It was that simple. We plugged them in, turned them on, and we could see each other. And that happened about 7 years ago, where the first day that we did it, or the first year we did it, we shared about 3 lessons all year long. 7 years later, Mr. Zorbas and I are currently team teaching our world history classes between 2 schools here on the Kenai Peninsula. It's just been a tremendous learning curve, but at the same time, it's really brought us into, as everybody talks about, the 21st century skills in that. The collaborative process has really given Mr. Zorbas and I a chance to recreate our classrooms. We're doing something completely new in our world history classes this year after 20, we're both 20 plus year teachers. And so that's part of what it's done for me as a teacher and Mr. Zorbas as a teacher as well. I'm going to go ahead and let Brenner share a little bit of his experiences with video conferencing and sort of what it's meant to him. Brenner?
In world history class, me and Brandon, who I know from Kenai, were able to do a project, and it was really fun being able to see him even though he was all the way in Kenai.
And these projects that we have the kids working together on, we started that a couple of years ago, and we just keep adding to it as the students bring in new technology and new opportunities to showcase their work, as well as they get more professional with their deliveries and all that. We've really been able to kind of expand the program that way. Nathan, do you have something you'd like to share with us in terms of video conferencing experience?
Once it got going, it really caught on, and the students really started to enjoy it. They came to more of the events, and they just really liked it a lot. That's what I think.
Yeah, and when he said the events, one thing, not only do Mr. Zorbas and I share classroom content in our team teaching, but we're also able to put together these special events. Last year, our students were able to travel to Israel and meet students in Israel. We met students in Kabul, Afghanistan. We met a Mau Mau rebellion leader from the continent of Africa. And this year already, we got to talk to Seth Jones, an expert on Afghanistan. And so our students get these special events that we set up from time to time. This year, we're getting very excited about a special event that we have hooking up with an all-girls Muslim school in Yemen. And that our first meeting with them will be coming up here in December.